Welcome, Omni Heads, to the first episode of Omni Rewatch, the podcast where we break down Ben 10 episodes for you, the fans. My name is Ramen, and I'm joined by the two amazing co-hosts, ShadeX and The Great Burg.
Hello there.
Probably editing.
Oh my... Shade, are you editing?
No.
Okay, yes, these are my two amazing co-hosts, ShadeX, who, he's getting into Ben 10, so, and then the Great Burg, the history buff, who will talk a lot about Ben 10.
I would say it's more reintroduction of Ben 10.
Reintroduction.
So.
I guess it's more of a...
I think I've seen like a majority of the original series. I just kind of lost interest when Alien Force was out.
Oh,
I don't know why. I just kind of I watched the premiere. I was hyped for the premiere. I remember there was a contest. Oh, you can win an Omnitrix and all this stuff.
Was that for Alien Force?
Yeah. Like if you answer this trivia, there was a special that aired on TV about Ben 10 fans works and stuff. I think Kuro the artist got on that.
Oh yeah, Kuro the artist, the goat, who sort of inspired this because he's a goat. But guys,
I was upset when the line was busy because I wanted to win that sweepstakes. But
ShadeX wanted to win that Ben 10 card, but that is the discussion for when we cover the movie.
Yeah.
Yo,
it wasn't the movies.
Wait, we're talking about the movies as well? Huh?
For bonus
later,
episodes, bonus episodes. But y'all, this is the first ever Ben 10 Rewatch podcast, and I know that as I don't see many online. If there is, you can comment down below. But as far as I know, we are the first. So today, before we started recording, we watched the first episode, which is titled Berg, you wanna read the title and then the synopsis for us for today?
Of course. Now let's see here. Let me get it real quick. I just had it on me. All right. So we have our first episode, which was called "And Then There Were 10." So the synopsis being: Ben Tennyson, a 10-year-old from the city of Bellwood, begins his cross-country summer vacation with his cousin Gwen and his grandfather Max. Ben finds a crash pod at their first stop. Within it is a watch-like alien artifact called the Omnitrix. When he reaches to touch it, the watch jumps onto his wrist and refuses to come off, unwillingly merging with his DNA. Ben accidentally discovers that it can change his form into various alien creatures and quickly learns how to use it. Deciding that he could be a superhero who can actually help people, Ben uses the watch to destroy robots sent by Vilgax to retrieve it, thus beginning a summer of adventure for himself, Max, and Gwen. Therefore, beginning the adaptation for Dial H for Hero. I am not kidding. It's actually Ben 10 is literally it's just literally based off this old DC comic from back in the day.
Yeah. Ben 10 is literally inspired by Dial H for Hero. It's pretty good. I think is it an ongoing comic? I don't think
it's not an ongoing comic. It had a reboot back it was originally in the 70s. It kind of had a reboot in the 2010s, but it kind of went nowhere after that. So, but it's definitely a thing.
Gotcha. So, I'm gonna say, what were your thoughts on the episode, Mr. Berg?
All right, so I'll go first. So basically, for a start of the series, and again rewatching this. So again, before I'll go into my little history of Ben 10 as well. I watched the original series. I actually watched Alien Force and all the way to Ultimate Alien. Actually, I kind of lost interest. I lost interest when Omniverse came out. So there's So for a lot of us, I think it is kind of like some of us are rewatching some stuff, discovering something new. And honestly, for a first episode, this was actually very solid. For the most part, there was a few hiccups here and there, but you'll get to that part in a moment. And it was just nice seeing we got with the characters, the dynamic, who they were, a bit of foreshadowing. Overall, like I said, it's a pretty decent start to the series.
I honestly think they set up everything in the first episode, which is some pilots don't do that and some do, but this one just sets up everything. The watch of Vilgax, who looks fucking slim, I don't even imagine. I don't remember him being that fucking skinny. I was like, what the fuck is Vilgax taking Slim Fast? Like, what the fuck? Why is his model like that?
That thing is this is because I'm so used to because it's been a while because I hang out with a bunch of freaking nerds who are Ben 10 fans. So for me, it's like I remember the female version of the Spielberg species, which, by the way, I want to say is wood. Anyway, but basically. But it's basically that was confused. Like you're right. Like Vilgax, we're so used to Vilgax being so jacked that we're just like, oh, this is what he actually looks like at first.
Yeah.
What do you think, Shade, about the episode? Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on it? Like,
good introduction. Good introduction. To like the series. Like he finds a watch, becomes aliens. There's like teases of Vilgax sending like robots to retrieve the watch. It's a good first episode.
I think it's a good first episode, good first introduction. When we were watching it, like there was a weird fucking cut, and I thought it was my Netflix. Like we all noticed it. Like he threw a paper plane, and then the teacher looked at him, and then the fucking intro cuts. I'm like, what the fuck? Who made that decision? Why is that so?
I don't know. That being said, I'm just saying That being said, the intro it's still iconic even after all these years.
The intro, like, literally is so fucking iconic, because it not only does it name all the aliens he turns into, but it literally has like screenshots from like episodes to get hyped for. And I
wouldn't say it names. It does show them, but doesn't name.
Not name them, but shows them. Like you could name them all. Can we name them all?
I can.
Yeah.
Go. Heat blast, rip jaw, forearms. Let's go. So we got heat blast.
One.
Wild mutt.
Okay.
That's two. Rip jaws.
Accelerate.
There we go. Yes, four. Let's see here. That's five.
Wild mutt.
I already mentioned Wild Mutt. Mentioned Wild.
Ghost Freak. I was gonna say Cannonbolt, but he's in the show.
Cannonbolt doesn't appear until like a couple seasons later.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Anybody else want to talk about anything else that you like in the episode? Because we
honestly,
right?
Honestly, I like Max here. Max is actually, I think he's like gonna be one of the more compelling characters of the series. The fact that he just knew what the fuck was going on, but didn't want to let anyone know because we all. And honestly, the man's got good taste in food. I'm just saying he's all like, oh, I got.
Stop lying, Berg. Stop lying to yourself, Berg. He does not have good taste in food.
Bro, I will tell you this. I told you this before. When he said like, he had those sheep tongues, I was like, dude, sign me up for that, dude. I've had beef tongues at Korean barbecues before. That shit is fucking delicious, okay?
Berg, if we get to 100 episodes, we're eating beef tongues live on this podcast. I will fucking eat 10 beef tongues. I will eat one beef tongue with you if we make it to 100 rewatches. Because
I'm gonna take your fucking word for that. I know a place in Chinatown. They fucking deliver that shit. We will do that shit. I am up for that.
You're telling me Grandpa Max's eating habits. The man plops a plate of mealworm and you're gonna eat it? Is that what you're telling me?
How's you gonna eat that shit?
You're fucking.
Have you had mealworms? How did they taste?
Honestly, most bugs just kind of taste like they're kind of crunchy. Like they're kind of like they're not really much. They're not like they're not really bad. They're just kind of like they're not because here's the thing about bugs. They're not really meat per se. They're just kind of like because meat is based around skin and organs and tissue and all that kind of stuff and bugs don't have that. It's kind of like it's almost like eating pork rinds if you eat fried bugs.
Ooh, pork rinds are pretty tasty though.
Okay, so those like cheesy bugs that you see at like
oh my god, they're not
like at gift shops.
Burg
those are things. They'll take bugs. They'll take bugs and they'll season it in some barbecue dust or
I've seen that.
cheese dust.
Fucking sour cream. My man's eating grasshopper. Fucking sour cream grasshoppers.
Cheddar cheese. Buffalo.
Damn, bro. Okay, I gotta try that shit, dude.
If you go to a museum or some random place, there's cheddar cheese grasshoppers just there for some reason.
But back on topic.
I found some at a health food store or organic store. They had cheesy grasshoppers there, but I wasn't brave enough to try them.
All right. Back on the topic at hand. So basically, but I'll just say this. Ben wasn't as annoying as I thought he would be. I'm sure there's gonna be episodes where I'm gonna fucking hate him, but he wasn't as annoying as I thought he would be. He just seemed like he's
just a troublemaker kid, but he's not terrible.
Speaking of which, I got asked, are we gonna talk about the fact that one of his boys had a fucking cash register on his
shirt? Yeah, cash.
Yeah. By the way, his name is Cash. That's one thing, but why does he have a cash register on his shirt?
Why not a dollar bill? Why a cash register specifically?
There's I know there's some characters that have lettering in their shirts and weird logos. The one of the kid from Magic School Bus has a letter on his fucking shirt, as if we don't know his fucking name. But we don't need why is a cash register on a fucking kid's shirt? It's so weird, bro.
Yeah, I hear that. Also, I'll be honest. I did like Gwen. I love that, even though the banter between her and Ben, she actually when shit went to fan, she actually was there for her cousin, and they were actually managed to work well together. That being said, I will say this: the internet fucking ruined Gwen for me on so many fucking levels.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get into it, but we ain't gonna get into it. But Gwen. Fucking hit one of the robots with a fucking fire extinguisher, which she doesn't need fucking powers. I know later in the series she gets powers, which is it. And you know what? They expand a lot in the show, which we'll get to.
Especially in Alien Force.
But hey, yo, she defeated a fucking robot with a fire extinguisher. That's pretty fucking baller, bro.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. When the pod lands, because Vilgax's ship gets fucking destroyed again. I think after the explosion, because I am also rewatching it for the first time again. After the explosion, then he becomes sort of muscular. I'm assuming, because I'm gonna be real with you. That's definitely the female design. Comment down below that they definitely used the female design for that character.
Or they're gonna say Vilgax is a trans man.
Vilgax is a trans man. You heard it here, folks. He's a trans.
No. He's a bit. He's skinny, but he has buff arms.
It's a joke.
Maybe because he was. Maybe if he stands up, maybe he probably won't look so skinny. Maybe it's perspective. I'm sorry I'm on this, but it's just so weird looking at him for the first time.
Okay, they make him buffer in later seasons. So.
Oh, okay. So it's definitely after the explosion he gets buffer. Okay, but yeah, we got the Ben, the watch attaches to Ben heat blasts. Again, there's only about four aliens that are introduced, out of the which one had their stronger moment in the episode.
I would honestly say it would be Diamond Head, because especially how he managed to hit that robot and whatnot, how he managed to fight out that robot. Though my second choice would also be Heat Blast, since that is the first alien we see, and just kind of.
Yeah, Heat Blast started I think there's two fires in this episode, but Heat Blast started the first one.
Okay. So, by the way, anyone who knows anything about fire, fires, because we're kind of idiots here. So please actually explain it to me. So in the episode, Max says "Hey, we're gonna defeat this forest fire by starting another forest fire." It's okay. So someone who knows about pirates. Who knows about fires and shit? Please inform us. Is that actually a legitimate thing? Because it's like him saying, you know what, Ben, we need to beat this fire by starting a bigger fire.
I'm fucking shocked that worked because it confused the fuck out of me. To beat out a fire, put more fire on it. Like, if that was the case, you know how many fires could be fucking squashed? If there's wildfires going on in other countries, you're telling me if I just place another fire on it, it will go away?
There's wild countries in this fucking in the U.S. right now.
I know, but if we just burn them all, and maybe not burn them all. Maybe if we go to the country that's the most on fire, and then see if that snuffs out the other fire.
I'm a naturalist, man. We gotta stop our forest fires first before we worry about other people's forest fires.
Guys, do not fucking. Grandpa Max may be a genius, but I have never heard somebody snuff out a fire with another fucking. That is fucking bizarre logic.
Anyone who's more of an expert on this stuff, please tell us. Please tell in the comments if that's actually if that actually fucking works. Just because we'll see from there. Because I'm just saying. Because I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to say that's a dumb plan, but it's just it seems a bit far-fetched. So anyone just tell us if that's actually a real thing.
Yeah. Heat Blast is voiced by fucking the one and only Stephen Bloom. And you brought that up, Berg.
Talk about Stephen Bloom. Stephen Bloom is actually a very prominent voice actor. It's you may know him a lot of you may know him he was it's both in Western and Japanese cartoons. So it's he's Spike from Cowboy Bebop, Orochimaru from Naruto. He's let's see here. I gotta look at his fucking he's done a lot of shit. Like I said, Stephen Bloom filmography. Like I said, he's also Vilgax in this show as well. So he's also Wolverine. He's Wolverine. He's there's like I said, Wolverine. He's also, like I said, he's Mugen from Samurai Champloo. He is fucking there's a lot. He's done a lot of work. He's done a lot of work. And honestly, he's actually, believe it or not, he's Jamie from Megas XLR. He is he was the Green Goblin in Spectacular Spider-Man. He was oh my god. He also had a voice in Chowder. He also. It's actually
it's connected. It's connected. We just call up Nick right now and be like, "Hey, yo, Nick, you know Stephen Bloom was on Chowder?"
No, that's the funny. He was Starscream in Transformers Prime. That's the funny thing. Nick always tells that story. It's I always wanted to meet Stephen Bloom. It's you already did. It's when the fuck did that happen?
He found a photo and he's like, how do I not remember this?
Oh my god, that's so great. But Shade, what alien do you think the strongest was the strongest in this episode? Because we're gonna I want to do that.
Maybe Diamond Head.
Diamond Head is definitely. I think Diamond Head, honestly, because he got that final fight, was definitely the strongest. I like Wild Mutt, but not. I mean, Wild Mutt was a good choice, but not the strongest one. Because at the end because he defeated one, but Gwen fucking defeated one of them with a fire extinguisher. So I'm giving that to Gwen. I'm gonna say Diamond Head. Again, Heat Blast just started a fucking fire, and Max told him some stupid advice that probably doesn't work. Who cares? But I'm saying Diamond Head. Definitely Diamond Head. Oh, we should also say there was no mistransformations in this episode.
Not yet. That's gonna come in the future episodes.
That's gonna come in the future. Which, for fans who don't know, for people who don't know about the mistransformation, so there's a thing. The Omnitrix is, if in fact, a prototype. It is not the definitive Omnitrix, so there's a ton of bugs. There's a ton of mishaps, maybe aliens becoming sentient and shit. So literally there's gonna be a ton of mistransformations, and we're gonna total them up in in each episode, and then at the end of the season we're gonna count them all together. But so far, no mistransformations. But there was a weird glitch timeout where he only time where you only became an alien for like 5 minutes. Like, you guys didn't find that weird?
I mean, there's two things. One, the back of the fire thing. One, so I did look it up. So it is true. A backfire is when someone deliberately starts a fire from an active wildfire in order to consume fuel. I don't know how it works, but for some reason it is a thing. So
oh my god. We now know that we can kill fires with other fires. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, it's called a controlled burn. I don't know. Like I said, that's the reason why I said anyone who's smarter than us, because I know if I'm not an expert on this shit.
Guys, please don't start fires in anywhere you
That is true. That's the thing though. Still do not start fucking fires. Just like if you're a fucking pyromaniac out there, please get help.
Yeah.
But basically,
only you can prevent forest fires.
I knew somebody was gonna fucking say that shit.
Ironically, that campaign has done more damage and caused more forest fires than preventing ones.
Only only heat blasts can prevent forest fires, guys.
And are people like, I'm not listening to you, Smokey? You're a stupid bear.
No. Okay, so here's the thing about forest fires. They're actually forest fires are actually natural to the environment. They're kind of like, they get rid of like dead trees, like dead tree branches, like dead dirt, like anything like any kind of waste there. It kind of just helps renew life. Unfortunately for humans, we don't like fucking fires, so we kind of prevent that. Unfortunately, not much because there's still a lot of dead waste from the previous trees. It just makes the forest fires even worse next year. So basically, this is kind of a thing. So in order to actually do forest fires, you're gonna have to let most of that shit burn. So I'm sorry. There's people suffering wildfires. And I apologize, but it's like, dude, this is. I love that we're having like a discussion on wildfires here.
By the time you guys are listening to this, the wildfires will probably be already out because these are all pre-recorded. Okay, and we're back, y'all. Sorry for that little weird glitch, but like, yeah, homie had to pick up a call, but we can't do it without the one and only the Great Burg. But
I'm really honored.
Yeah, we love you, Mr. Burg. I love you like an upchuck. Anyway,
oh god, upchuck.
Ben 10 phones. Shade. So like you said, I think you said Diamond Head was the strongest in this episode, right?
Yeah.
I think
there's another tangent I wanted to mention, like how he defeats the drone, the robot.
Wildman?
And then Max and Gwen are like, "Go, Ben! I mean Diamond Guy!"
and it was like, wait, and it was just like one of like the civilians like, wait, did that guy just say his name was Ben?
I know one of those fuckers. Right there. He ain't that stupid. And he heard Ben, and he's definitely reporting to. I know in the Ben 10 universe, like there's a version of J. Jonah Jameson where he's like a news reporter who there's a character archetype that's like J. Jonah. I know that man definitely went to the fucking news and said there was an alien made of diamonds, and his name was Ben. You know that word, Ben? There's a lot of like, bro, none of those people, everybody heard Ben. I fully feel like everybody heard the word Ben. It's fucking funny though. But it's nice that we're cheering Ben on. That's the kind of support you want.
Dude, that was nice though. So
that was nice. But like, I was gonna say the one thing that I found like really like funny, but I think the show is setting it up, is that Grandpa Max knew Ben was an alien. So like, and that was like, they're definitely setting it up with like Grandpa Max's backstory. Like, that Grandpa Max is gonna be hiding a lot of shit, especially the fact that he's a plumber. And I think this, like, the fact that he knew Ben was an alien right off the bat, like, confirms that. What are your thoughts on that?
Of course it does. It's like because Gwen's like, oh, you're a monster. Like, nah, he's a fucking alien.
He's an alien, Gwen. Don't be a bitch. Oh my god. Any other notes you guys have?
Honestly, I would say maybe. No, I don't think have much I can say about this one. It's like, I did like how they established how Wild Mud can actually see without eyes. It's like kind of like kind of like how Daredevil has like a sonic radar kind of thing.
Yeah, when you were watching, it's like, oh my god, he has Daredevil powers. Sonar, but I mean, some dudes in the comments probably be like, it's not sonar, but I'm like, yeah, for now, I'm calling it sonar. They don't really specify in the show, but we're calling it sonar. So Ben only transformed. We're counting the aliens that Ben transforms into. There's Heat Blast, Wild Mutt, Diamond Head, and Accelerate. He only transformed to 4 aliens. Accelerate's barely in the episode. He's only at the end. That's it. We can't even say he's the strongest in this episode because he only appeared like half.
Yeah.
But everybody else was good.
Gave Cash and JT wedgies as revenge.
Yo, that is like good revenge because Nick, the opening. I like how they set up in the opening because I feel like we should talk about this. Like Ben, like literally just wants to be like a hero, and like he protects the nerd from Cash and JT, and then the fucker he gets wedgied along with the fucking nerd, and even the nerd is giving him shit, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? He just saved you. What kind of? But like, come on, man. Have you ever had something like that happen to you, fucking Berg?
Yes. Some assholes are trying to help someone, and they be a total dick about it.
It's nice to show like introduction to Ben is like he just wants to like help people and like that. That's what he uses the Omnitrix for, rather than using it for evil. But you know, he does use it to goof around a bit. But as far as that is all we can really say about this episode. We'll have more to say about the next episode because there's a lot in that episode. But that's it. Anything else you want to finish off? Any closing statements?
I have to say I'll say this. It's a good. I'm very interested to see where this goes. We're gonna be here. I just know that we're gonna be here for a while. But you know what? Might as well enjoy the ride.
Yep. What about you, Mr. ShadeX? You got some words of wisdom, some Grandpa Max advice?
Stand up for what's right, I guess.
Wait, what?
Stand up for what's right.
Stand up, yo, that's some good advice. Word. Stand up for what's right. I was gonna say, don't play with fire. Seriously. Okay.
We do not endorse wildfires here.
We had a whole fire debate, and at the end, Berg is the one who searched up. Yeah, no, you can do that. That was fun.
No shit, because we have this thing called fucking Google.
Yeah, yo, thank you, Google. This has been the Omni Rewatch. Thank you guys for joining us on episode 1. Join us for next week when we record episode 2. That's right. You got the introduction of Dr. Animo, which is crazy. So we got a major villain. So with that, my name is Ramen. That's ShadeX. That's the Great Burg. Stay safe, Omni heads.
See ya.
Stay safe.